This podcast is a production of Unfiltered Studios. If you would like to know more about joining Unfiltered Studios, please visit our website at unfpod.com for more information.
We interrupt this broadcast for an emergency alert. The Department of Defense is confirming reports of an unknown object entering Earth's atmosphere.
An alien artifact landed on Earth. We need to know why. And they want me to lead the mission. The trip is 6 months.
If all goes as planned,
I am coming back. I promise you.
This is the most important mission in the history of humankind. It's time.
Here we go.
we are on our way to a planet full of aliens.
I found something. How many of these things do you think are out there?
Our first contact with an alien civilization
is a risk. People will die.
We are all here for the same reason. To protect the lives of the people back on Earth.
Wait, what's that?
I am gonna get home.
What's happened here is going to happen on Earth.
Oh God, no. I have to save the crew. Save Earth.
What if by doing this, we launch into an interstellar war?
We don't have a choice.
Welcome all. I'm talking about a wonderful, contrary to popular belief, it's got its share of fans, and everyone should see it more, and that is the Netflix space opera. Again, I almost didn't get into this, because this had like a 4.9 out of 10 on IMDb. It's still an average score, despite some reasonable fans and blog posts about it. Yeah, Netflix was experimenting with all kinds of stuff, and Rotten Tomatoes wasn't much kinder either. I'm a big, rather forgiving sci-fi guy. Producers for this included Omar Mata, who has, again, had his share of big primetime TV genre drama stuff, including Doom Patrol, Warrior for Cinemax, The Western Show of the Sun, as well as The 100, guest directed all the procedurals, mystery shows, and as well as Grimm, 24 Live Another Day, and guest directed all the other big ones like Defiance, Person of Interest, Revolution, Alphas, The Sacred Circle, Covert Affairs. So I was down with it. I was like, okay, some big names. Katee Sackhoff's fiance at the time, Justin Chapman, was very unrecognizable here. He's now since made a comeback on Shameless, doing all kinds of other serious and dramatic stuff. Ajay Rivera was here as basically a microbiologist turned chef, and it pretty much follows the typical Lost in Space Star Trek formula. There's an interactive hologram named William, played by Samuel Anderson. He's a British actor who you've seen as Danny in Doctor Who, and plenty of other stuff like Gavin and Stacey and the History Boys. The the main reason everyone was here was it was 2 seasons, each 10 episode. Trevor Morris was scoring it. It was very ambitious looking. There's a cool Mobius strip looking plane. Think of like a partial kind of thumbnail looking spaceship. It's clockwise. It's called the Salvaire, and so I was already intrigued by it. If you like other movies and shows like Arrival or Contact, where someone's trying to figure out why an alien artifact is on Earth, that's basically the whole gist of it. They're like, we're going to go into space, we're going to find out where it last came from, we're going to go there. I was hesitant at first because, again, reviews on this were terrible, but I really enjoyed it quite much. It was a good comeback role for Selma Blair. It's been everything: Legally Blonde, Cruel Intentions, Hellboy films. And it's not a horror show, but there are some freaky moments. And I like how everyone hibernates, much like in the Alien movies. So again, it's taken from the best sci-fi stuff and using it as its template, and then slowly just starts expanding it a bit. Katee Sackhoff is in it to win it. There's a reason she's a sci-fi movie queen. How, from, again, Battlestar Galactica and the Star Wars Mandalorian shows. So she embraces it. It is awesome seeing her as Nico, the astronaut, who's basically the captain. And there was some fun nightmare visions and everyone playing around with that, trying to figure out what it meant. I was really enthralled by the mystery behind it all. I was unsure at first because there was this one second in command who staged a mutiny. He was killed in the first episode, but his visions haunt everybody, and that was played by Tyler Hoechlin. You know him as playing Superman on the Supergirl shows, and I'm sorry, he's not an actor. He is absolutely just meh, not engaged at all. But since he wasn't the main focus, and somehow they used him okay. He didn't interfere with this. It's a very LGBTQ friendly show as well, so that's cool to see some non-binary transgender actors also getting repped here on this. I really think a lot of people just hated on this because they were Nazis, because I don't understand it. There's nothing here that is straight up just like offensive or bad dialogue or cheap looking. Completely disagree on that. Jessica Macho was really neat on this as well. She was one of the other techs and crew members. You've seen her on movies and shows such as the Veronica Mars movie, Roman J. Israel. She's had, again, recurring roles on The Flash show, Last Resort, the Taken TV show prequel, as well as the Sleepy Hollow show on Fox. Again, she really is an adorable but really cool, tough chick. Again, she's like the communications expert who ends up being one of the many mysteries. Like, she died, but how did she die? And there were some other Battlestar people who showed up as well on here, like Rekha Sharma. If I show you a photo of her on IMDb, you'll be like, oh, that's that one Indian-Canadian gal I see in all these different sci-fi movies and shows. Yeah, I liked the electronic score. It really served the story without taking away from the focus. And it was just as cool seeing all the scientists figuring out what the giant crystal means as it was seeing the space stuff. And it wrapped up some of the stuff in the second season. And unfortunately, it was supposed to have another season, but came out in 2019, and then it came out in 2021, and as usual, Netflix did not honor their deal and just started killing shows that, unless they're Stranger Things, they will kill after 2 years. So, I'm sorry, I saw so many people saying there's way better stuff on Netflix and acting like this one was a scapegoat, and it's just like, no, it did its job. It did quite fine. It did everything you want in a good space opera. General people and bloggers who are big, hard sci-fi people, especially if they like stuff like The Expanse or claustrophobic, like trapped in a boat or spaceship stuff like Dead Calm and other Alien, Star Trek stuff, generally like this. I can tell you that for a fact, having interacted with so many of these bloggers back when we were first planning this show and figuring out what new stuff was coming out that we wanted to discuss. It doesn't take its sweet time. It gets right on into it. I dug some of the other alien creatures. There was a cool nanobot created one in the second season that was really neat as well. And it's just a neat mixture of, again, generally I hate it when people will take off their helmets for no reason and other stuff, but they did a good job covering their tracks saying, hey, we got detectors, safe to breathe, and then still coming into contact with other stuff that's invisible, but to the sensors and everything, and as well as just a big allusion to, like, this was before COVID, but just like how they're coming into contact with just pathogens in the air that are making them hallucinate. So it was really reasonable. It was filmed in Canada, but it didn't look cheap at all. It was really quite interesting, and I highly recommend it. And I'm just also applaud again co-star Elizabeth Ludlow, who many will recognize, this very gorgeous mixed actress who was in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, as well as some other USA Network shows and other shows like The Walking Dead, The Resident, Godzilla King of the Monsters. So kudos to her. Like, I really thought she was a cool individual who got to really play around with being not only the second in command, but also the pilot of the whole ship. It was also cool how you don't see everyone in the first episode. Some of them get awakened from, the sleep stasis, and they're all like, what happened here? Who's in charge? It was a good mixture of having to show everyone slowly mature. To say bad acting, no, not at all. Usually, trust me, I've seen my share of shows where actors feel bad because they didn't use the best takes, or the script just isn't there and you can't make it sound any better than it actually is. No, I thought it was a dynamite show and really do severely miss it. I think it should have gone in 3 more seasons, because I get that there's no oversaturation of space operas, but when they're done well, they deserve everyone's full attention. Give them a watch. They're still on Netflix, much like the OA. They should have continued it. Unfortunately, they did not. For those who want something new to watch that isn't overhyped, it isn't divisive, this is the one to watch. Check it out.
We'll return after these messages.
If you like small-town mystery, crazy news, and wild history, then the Florida Men on Florida Man podcast is for you. Each week, Josh Mills and Wayne McCarty bring you the absolute best Florida has to offer. So if you're looking for a show that's safe for the family, but funny enough to help you escape everyday life, then listen to the Florida Men on Florida Man podcast. That's Florida Men, plural, on Florida Man podcast.
Hey, it's Brent Pope, the host of Breakfast with Brent Pope. You've seen me on some of your favorite TV shows saying things like, give it up, Jimmy, you gotta sink this putt to win. On Breakfast with Brent Pope, I sit down with guests from the entertainment world, and we do it all over breakfast. Or should I say Brentfast? Every week on Brentfast, you get inside Hollywood info and tips, great breakfast recs and foodie debates. Most of all, you get the most delightful 30 minutes of your week. So dig in, it's Brentfast time. Listen at Brentfast.com, Apple Podcasts, or wherever fine podcasts are found.
Follow us on the web on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The podcast is available on Podbean, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor, Apple, and anywhere else podcasts are available. Feel free to review our show and leave comments on any of those sites. Thanks a million for listening.
It's a jacked up